Hi, this is Kara Stein from 17,000 Days, and I'm here to demonstrate hooking up your landing page in Leadpages with your email system in ConvertKit. So let's go ahead and get started. You'll want to have both of these things open for pretty much all of this. So go ahead and log in to ConvertKit and to Leadpages. And the first thing you're going to need to do is set up an integration so that these two systems know about each other and communicate. So the way to do that is you'll get basically, it's called an API key. It's just a unique string that's only used for you that you'll also enter into Leadpages so that they know who you are in both places. So to do that, you'll click on your little face up in the corner and go to Account Settings in ConvertKit. And right under Account Info, you'll see your API key. And what you'll do is highlight and copy that. And then back over in Leadpages, you'll click on your little initials or whatever. And then under here where it says Integrations, you go there. And then let's see. Well, I have ConvertKit here. You may need to search for it, or if you look under email, there's not so many choices. So you'll choose ConvertKit, and I can't show you how to do it because it's already connected for me. But basically, there will be a little form where you just paste that in and click Connect. So that was step one. Hopefully not too painful. Once you have those two connected, then basically what you're going to do is set up a form. You've already got a form that people will see in your lead page, but you also need kind of the back-end form in ConvertKit, which is basically tells ConvertKit where to put that data and what to do with it. So back in your ConvertKit account, you want to click on Forms up here. And then click Create Form here. You have two choices, a landing page or a form. You want to choose a form. And then here, it doesn't really matter what style you want to start with. The only difference is some of them don't have a field for your first name. For the subscriber's first name. So if you want to actually get that information, you'll want to pick a form that has that. So I'm just going to pick this one. And basically, there's your field for first name, there's one for email address, and that's it. You could customize this form design, but there's absolutely no point in doing that because nobody will see it. It's just the back end for your landing page. So if you're following along in the directions, you want to click Settings next. And this is where you decide what's going to happen with it. You want it to be just a form. When a visitor subscribes, you can change what this message is if you want to. And like later, there's more stuff that we can do here, but we don't really need to do any of that right now. The only thing I'm not seeing is where to give this thing a name. So, I guess we'll find that out later. Why does it say landing page? That should just be a form. Okay. Here. So this is called Form 6 for me. And that'll be fine, I guess. We'll just leave it that. If you're doing this for your real account, you'll probably want to name it something memorable. But if this is your first and only form, that's pretty memorable just by itself. So, looking for anything else. Just save the form. We already did that 7 times. Okay, so that was step 2. Step 3 is actually connecting this back-end form with the form that's in your on your landing page. So if we go to the landing page you created. I just have a generic one here that I call test 123. And so if you see a list of these things, or you maybe just have the one that you made back in module 5, you can click the little pencil to edit it. Or I think if you click on the name of it also, that does the same thing. So you can see I have not entered any content. This is just from the template, but nobody cares. We just want to be able to demonstrate hooking this up. So this is the button that people would use. And when I click that and then click the link, they've already set up like a default. A lead box is a form that pops up where people can enter their name and email, or just their email. And so they've already created that, just the default one for me. And so I'm going to click to view and edit that. And you can see here you can customize this if you want to. Like, everything's customizable because it's lead pages. And what do we want to do? Oh, if we click on the email field, notice this changes and now we can see some stuff about the form. So the thing we really need to do, most importantly, is hook it up so that these people, when they sign up here, will end up actually in your ConvertKit account. So I'm going to click Add an Integration, and I'm going to choose ConvertKit. And then it has a list here of all the different forms that I've created. But not all of them, because my form was called like Form 6 or something like that. So if it doesn't show up, you click Refresh List, and there it is, Form 6. If it still doesn't show up after you click refresh, you may want to step away from the computer and come back after 5 minutes or an hour or something, because sometimes I've seen it just not sync up correctly, but if you come back later, it'll be fine. Seems to be working today, though, so there's that. Before you just created. Oh, also, if you leave this, whoa, what just happened? It didn't save it. ConvertKit. That done. Yeah, don't forget to click done there, or else nothing happens. Okay, so if you leave this notify me thing, it will send you an email every single time somebody subscribes to your mailing list, which when you're just starting out, I guess wouldn't maybe is exciting. But later, especially if you're sending a whole lot of traffic to this page, that would get really old really fast. So you can actually turn this off by deleting notify me. And then those people will just end up in your ConvertKit. You will not get an individual message for every single person who subscribes. So either way, you can leave that on if you want to. It's cool. Now in the directions I say save, but there's no save button here anymore. So I hopefully will go back and take that out. Now, that was step 3. Step 3A, if you want to, you can add a field for the person's name. I like to do this because it seems rude to me to just not talk to, to not just, it seems rude to not refer to people by name. But a lot of marketers say you have higher conversion rates if you only ask for the email address and not the name. So it's up to you. The other thing is, if you don't want these labels above and inside, let's see, I think I can put first name here, and that's what makes it show up inside the field. Hard to say. And then you can get rid of this, and it looks a little bit more cool. So similarly with the email, it's not hidden. I don't know why you're asking me that. Okay. Good. And also, it's a little bit weird to start by asking for their email and then their name. That just doesn't seem normal. So I like to switch those two. And the first time I was trying to do this, I was like, trying to grab it and drag it. That doesn't work. But if you click this little up arrow, it moves first name up to the top. And you can see that's reflected in the form here. And that was step 3A. Again, I think they've eliminated the ability to save stuff, and it just auto-saves. This is definitely way smoother than it was when I first made these directions. Like, it was really... I made this hilarious video in which, like, I get increasingly frustrated as the time goes on, and it's like, that's why I'm not using that video. Because it just was not suitable for anything. Okay, so, continuing here, what do we need to do? There are two possibilities for delivering your PDF. You could actually have Leadpages do that for you, or you could have ConvertKit do it for you. We're just, for absolute simplicity's sake, we're going to have ConvertKit do that. And here, we're just going to leave this as send the user to default Leadpages, thank you page. It's a little bit ugly, but it works. Like, if you want to get fancier, you could send them to... You could create another lead page that says, thank you, now please confirm your subscription, or you could send them to some other URL, any other page on the web, basically. But just to keep things super simple, we're just going to leave this alone here. And now we're ready for step 4, which is actually publishing this page. Oh, one more thing here. Like, input your call to action is not what we want to say. Like, we want an actual call to action, such as sign me up. So don't forget to do that. It's embarrassing if you leave that. All right, so so step 4, publish the landing page. We want to preview it. This looks basically exactly the same. But you can see what it looks like in a tablet also. Yeah, looks fine. Or what it looks like in a phone. That's pretty cool. You just want to look at it and make sure you like it. And then all you have to do is click publish. I am going to publish this even though it's totally stupid, because it wouldn't be a complete demo if it didn't, and it really doesn't matter. Nobody's likely to find this thing. So it'll give you this message, and that's pretty exciting. And then when you click View My Page, it opens another tab, and you can see it. So you want to keep this open, because later we're going to be coming back and doing something else to this. But meanwhile, let's finish up over in ConvertKit, making it deliver the freebie. So here in ConvertKit, this is where we left it with our little form here. So we started with content, and then if you go to settings, which was right there, we already looked at this a little bit and saw nothing super useful. But to actually have the freebie delivered to people automatically, you want to click on incentive email. And this is where you could have people just single opt-in, where as soon as they've filled out the form, you'll automatically assume they're on your list. A better, like, more robust way of making sure that people really want to be on your list is asking them to confirm their subscription first. And so if we leave this checked, it will ask them, instead of just sending them the freebie, it'll send them this message that says, hey, thanks for signing up. Click here to confirm your subscription. And then after they've done that, then we'll send them the thing. So basically, you can customize these messages if you want to. And then what we want to do is change this to incentive download. And whatever file we upload here, it's going to deliver to these people. So let's see. Let's say we want to send them How to Be Happy, which was my first freebie. Hopefully I can find it here. Oh, come on. So let's say we want to send them workbook 3a.pdf, which has the terrible, terrible original cover for this book. So, like, if that was what I really wanted to send them as their free gift, I could just click on that PDF, click choose, and It's uploading the file. And now, once I save this form, it's going to automatically send that out to anybody who signs up and confirms their subscription. So that's pretty exciting. And again, that was step 5. So we'll just save that. And now what's left to do is actually test this and make sure it's working. So if you go back to your published page here in Lean Pages, you just want to like try it as if you were a subscriber and make sure it works. So you know, if I let's say I wanted to read the 5 dirt cheap tools, blah blah blah, I click here and I fill in my name. A lot of times I'll fill in test just so I know where this came from, and my email address. And you click sign me up. And this is what the form looks like. You can see it's not awesome, but it's not, I mean, the default thank you page, it's not good, but it's not bad. Okay, so we've done that. And now, let me see if I can find my email under all of this stuff. So here's my email, and you can see it sent me this message, and there it is. And if I click confirm your subscription, it automatically starts downloading that PDF, and here it is. So that's awesome, very exciting. It actually worked. That's what we want to see. And that was step 6, which leaves us only step 7, celebrate. If you've gotten to this point, you have done amazing work, and I'm super, super proud of you. And definitely let me know, you know, if I haven't seen it yet, send me a link to your landing page so I can check it out and sign up for your freebie and get on your mailing list. I hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you next time.